What is going on, everybody? Welcome over here to the channel. Today we start episode 44 of the Montana Cattle Ranch series. So sit back, relax, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we are doing a giveaway, information in the description below. Let's get to it. So today we kick it off on November 1st over here on the Cattle Ranch series. And after selling off all our goods that we went ahead and set to selling, we're sitting at about $5.2 million. But I was going to do the soybean meal. I think that's what it is. I was going to go ahead and sell that off, but this thing, we maxed it out. So I just went ahead and turned it to selling as well. But we get to go ahead and pull out a bunch of our diesel. Now, if we go into here really quick, we've still got about 173,000 liters of soybeans to process, but we're sitting on 166,000 liters of diesel. Now, I don't think I'm going to need all that. I think I'm going to take 66,000. We'll take 66,000. We'll go ahead and take that to our coffee bean roaster. And then I think I'm going to take 100,000 of it. Why aren't we filling? There we go. I think I'm going to take 100,000 of this and go ahead and sell it off. Because I don't think I'm going to need that much. We still got 173,000 liters. Or, sorry, 73... Yeah, 173,000 liters. There we go. Left to be processed into diesel. So, with what I'm getting ready to put in our storage tanks here, on top of what we still have left to produce, I think we should be good. So I'm going to put about 33,000 liters in each one of these. Oh, I guess it filled it up already. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Let's go ahead and top this one off. So they can hold 25,000 liters of diesel. So I'll take about... What is it adding it to? That's what it's doing. It's putting it in our Meridian tank. Sure enough. Okay. So we'll take another 18,000 and go ahead and put it in this storage tank. And then we should be pretty good. Oh, nope. I'm messing up here. That's alright. We still got 98,000 liters to sell off. So let's see what we get from this. This should be a nice chunk of change. I don't think it'll hit our 7 million mark, which is my next goal, but it should be pretty nice. Okay, not as quite as much as I was hoping, I guess. But we ended up with 217,000 plus an additional 25,000 from the environmental scores. So, I mean, I can't complain about that. That was pretty decent. You know what? Let me drive this over to the barn, because we're going to grab our 8300. I think it's 8300. It'd help if I turn the engine off. Yeah, 8300. And we're going to grab the rest of the coffee beans that we have in our greenhouses, and we're going to get those processing. Now, I will not set these to automatic sell. I think for a little while we'll go ahead and do it manually, just so we can kind of see what this business, quote unquote, is bringing in for us. So let me go ahead and fill this cart up, get all these beans out, and we're gonna fire up the roasters. It's kind of impressive that just after a month we almost end up with almost 250,000 liters of coffee beans. That is pretty crazy. So I gotta time this right and try to leave 115,000 left in here. Right Oh, a little bit off. Not bad though. Let's go ahead and dump this in here, and then we'll go ahead and get this production fired up. Now, okay, so it does 24,000 liters. I think I went over that already. But let's get this going. Oh, how much diesel does this go through? Only 20 diesel? Well, okay, 20 times 48. Yeah, my math isn't that good. I'm gonna say, what, like 1,000 liters? Close to 1,000 liters a month? So yeah, we probably have enough diesel in here to run this for maybe 2 years, if my math is mathing, which I 100% doubt, but that's not bad. I have to keep track of it month by month, and then I can really figure it out. Unless I pull out a calculator, but... Okay. We do need to get some liquid fertilizer really quick and go ahead and fill the greenhouses back up. Now, my one and only complaint about this production is the greenhouses only hold, what is it, 3,000 liters of fertilizer, and it burns through about 2,500 liters. What'd I say? Yeah, 2,500 liters a month. I'm pretty sure I messed up the first statement. That it only holds 3,000 liters. Just correcting myself here. But that's really my only pet peeve about this production. Otherwise, I think it rocks. The amount of money you can make off the coffee beans is pretty incredible. Now, I haven't taken it a step farther and used the coffee shop. Now, that's something I may experiment with. We may go ahead and put a coffee shop in just to see what it does, because I haven't messed with it. I don't know if it's worth the investment in the long run, but I think I might try it just to kind of, experiment. It may not be worth the money, but who knows. So let's go ahead and top these off really quick. There we go. So they'll be good for another month. I just got to remember every month I got to come over here and fill them back up. I wish a silo extension would work to increase the capacity for the liquid fertilizer. I think that would be pretty awesome. I wish I knew how to mod myself. Like, the things that I would love to do or try to do, oh man, the list goes on. Like, I would increase the capacity for the food storage and like the cow barns, as well as like the chicken coop. Oh, I think that's something I'll have to study one day, but I think you got to dedicate a lot of time to that. But we're going to go ahead and run back to the ranch really quick. We're going to take a load of corn and barley, and I grabbed some dry corn. And we're going to go ahead and take it to our whiskey and beer productions, because we need to top those off before winter. And then there's... Oh, yeah. We did go ahead and we plowed pretty much all our fields that we just harvested and went ahead and limed them. Got our pH balanced. And then I have one more field that I gotta take care of. And then all our tillage is done. Even though I didn't really have to do it, I kind of looked at it as a net positive, because now we don't have to do any weeding come springtime or when we plant. So anyways, let me go ahead, head back to the ranch. We're going to grab the semi, and I will meet you over at the distilleries. Alright, we made it over here to the Jack Daniels factory. And I can tell you one thing. We are upgrading the Super Bee next season. The Super Bee has got to go because I love it and I hate it. Only because of the fact that it's so hard to get in and out of this factory with it. But it's nice because I can bring multiple things up here at once. Like I can bring my dry corn, I can bring my normal corn, and I can bring some barley. And that is the convenient part. But you can't back this trailer up, like, at all. I've never seen anybody be able to do it anyway. Nope, I don't want to do barley. Barley's got to go next door. But I haven't seen anybody that's able to actually back up this Super Bee. And two, this turn on both of these is so hard to pull off. Like, I don't know, like, why they designed it to where it's got such a small parking lot. Like, I wonder if there's a way I can go in here, since I technically own it, if there's a way I can delete some of these cars. If I could do that, then we'd be golden. And see, now I'm stuck. Come on. I think I'm gonna have to give it some assistance on this one. Yep, stand by. There we go. And it looks like we've got some whiskey ready to go. We should have some beer ready to go, but I'm gonna hold off until next year to go ahead and sell the rest of that off. So let's go ahead and bring the barley over here. So now all these should be pretty well, I don't want to say topped off, but they should have enough to run, especially during the winter months. And thankfully I've still got some barley and I've got some corn left over. It's still a bummer I lost both of my barley fields though. I can't believe I let them wither. But we're going to head back to the ranch. We still got some work to do. I will see you there. Alright, we made it back over here to the ranch. And we're going to go ahead and knock the rest of our tillage out. This is our last field. And like I said, this is going to ultimately be nice for next year. I wasn't going to do it, but after both of our barley fields withered, and there was already starting to become a lot of hail damage on some of these fields, I figured I might as well go through with it. Because with the hail damage, we're not allowed to, like, how do I put it? Any part of the field that has hail damage will stay there permanently until you plow it up. So, it's a positive no matter which way you look at it. But, let's go ahead, kick on the radio, and knock this field up. And there we go. Definitely was not my best job. My driving skills were pretty poor there, not gonna lie. Oh. Let's go ahead and hit this little spot that I missed really quick. But overall, it really wasn't a bad year. We did fairly good. We're sitting at $5.4 million, and we were able to start our next production. Like, overall, it was a pretty good year. We made some decent money. I can't complain about that. Now, I think by springtime, we should have the money to be able to purchase that property. Now, the question is, do I buy it right away, or do I wait until we actually have a nice nest egg? Because we still are going to make a few more purchases. I want to pick up another combine, and then I want to pick up another semi, probably 2 trailers, and then we're going to pick up another 9RX as well as a grain cart. So I think we may end up waiting a little longer to purchase that property. I know I could go ahead and purchase all that stuff that I just said now, but let's just wait and see what we've got come springtime. But I think that's what we're going to call it on today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.